What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Big Shot back again with another YouTube video. What we about to react to today is a different kind of video, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be very interesting. So, without further ado, we about to get right into the video.
Look at this adorable honey badger. Isn't it just the most precious little thing in the entire world? So can you imagine that this small and seemingly harmless creature would be able to defeat the likes of lions?
Oh, there's a lot of people up, so they're going to be screaming. I wish I had some soundproof walls so you couldn't hear nobody in the background. But you're going to hear a little bit of that, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to hear a lot, so yeah.
And even managed to devour some terrifying snakes? Yes, folks, when it comes to honey badgers, aka rattles, there's more than meets the eye. These ferocious little mammals are quite capable of holding their own out in the wild. Nature has blessed them with a set of tools that helps them not just to survive, but thrive. So grab your snacks, sit back, and stick around to the end, as today we're going to tell you about honey badgers defeating some of the most dominant predators in the entire world. Let's get it on! For starters, 7 seemingly invincible lions learnt their lesson the hard way when they decided to feast on 2 badgers just minding their own business. You might be surprised to know that this epic battle actually ended with the lions scurrying away to safety. Yes, these cuddly little fellows can literally strike fear into the so-called kings of the jungle. So, how do they do this? Well, not only...
Oh, I'm gonna be moving around a little bit too because my wife is actually cleaning up, so I have to move around just a little bit, but we're gonna get right into the video as well.
Not only are they capable of twisting their neck around and biting the
women always complain.
The attacker's flesh, they also release a very potent skunk-like scent from their anal glands, which can rattle the predators and put them off their game. Another tactic they use is literally biting off the attacker's testicles.
What? Oh, no. I didn't know that honey badgers does that. They are insane, wild people. Oh my goodness. I mean, not people, but animals.
How painful that is. Maybe because most rattles are only about as big as a small to medium-sized dog, people seem to underestimate them. But please remember, they're built for battle, not running away. They have incredibly strong 1.5-inch long claws and teeth that can literally crack a tortoise shell. Ooh. Now, we know it sounds unbelievable, but look at this badger who first cracked open the shell of a big tortoise with its bare hands and then started feeding on it.
Oh,
jeez. It's often said that honey badgers don't care, but that reputation isn't fair at all. These medium-sized creatures have super-sized attitudes, and they will never let up.
Before we move on, we've got a speed challenge for you. If you subscribe to Facts Junkie and hit the bell icon in the next 5 seconds, you'll win 10 years of incredible luck. Give it a shot. It actually works.
This spotted hyena made a huge mistake when it decided to attack a rattle. After a few seconds of a Western-style stare-off, the hyena accepted defeat and left the scene. And just like that, another W for the badger. Many researchers have called them the most...
Look at his face. Oh my goodness, I don't care. I point out the obvious, man. Like, just look at his face. I don't care.
Fearless animals on the planet. There's no way it was going to be intimidated by a hyena. Now, did you know that despite their name, honey badgers are more closely related to weasels than badgers? These guys can be found throughout most of sub-Saharan Africa, Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Western Asia. And here, they'll often be attacked by a pack of wild dogs. But don't worry, because these guys don't take crap from anyone. You can clearly see one scaring a whole bunch of dogs with apparent ease. The main reason they're all so frightened of the badger is because of its extremely sharp claws. The last thing they want is those digging into their flesh. We mentioned before that they're capable of twisting their necks. Did you stop to think why that may be so? Well, simply because their skin is remarkably loose and it allows the animal to turn and twist freely within it. This flexibility means that even if a predator manages to catch them, they can just wriggle themselves out. And like almost every animal, they're fiercely protective of their offspring. In this clip, you can see one particularly brutish honey badger saving her baby from an extremely dangerous leopard. Just look at the way that big cat runs away to safety. This is just more proof that wildlife is extremely unpredictable. Who would have thought that leopards could get startled like that? Although, maybe it just couldn't stand the extremely pungent smell. Oh, and remember when we said that these little guys were the most fearless animals on the planet? This one actually decided to take on a crocodile. And to the surprise of just about everyone, it came out on top. That alligator had absolutely no idea what to do and was bitten by the badger multiple times.
Ooh.
So how strong is this bite exactly? Believe it or not, they have a greater bite force quotient than an American black bear. Their jaws can actually generate a force of 1,300 pounds force per square inch.
I'm not going near that thing. For real. Look at his teeth, sharp as heck.
Safe to say, that battle-scarred crocodile will steer clear of anything that looks even remotely similar to a badger. Scorpions have a terrifying reputation, and for good reason. These creatures can inject their enemies with venom that consists of some extremely effective neurotoxins. But the formidable honey badgers make easy work of them as well. For instance, here you can see a red-clawed scorpion getting caught and eaten as if it's the single most delicious treat on the entire planet. When dealing with venomous creatures, the rattle will first attack the head to make the kill and then quickly consume it from head to tail. Now, using its incredible abilities, the honey badger can even defeat snakes, which is why the National Geographic will often refer to them as snake slayers. This mole snake wanted to constrict itself around the badger and choke it to death. But as you've seen in this video, things don't always end so well for the predators here. Instead of running away, the badger decided to take this challenge head on, and eventually it managed to immobilize the jaws of the snake. And once that was done, it was game over. It went on to eat the rest of the snake's body before taking a few hours off from terrorizing other animals. So, once again, this little guy had come out victorious. Pretty much the same thing happened when Honey Badger spotted a Cape Cobra just chilling on the tree. But in this case, we reached the end even quicker. The cobra never had a chance. Soon it was being devoured by a much meeker looking animal. Even if it had managed to bite the honey badger, it wouldn't have made a difference, because while their skin may be loose, it's exceptionally strong and thick. At 6 millimeters, it's even thicker than that of a buffalo. Yeah,
I better stay away from that thing for real, because I'm not going near that thing ever. I don't care if I go to the zoo and see that thing.
Almost 50 times its size. As a result, it's largely impenetrable to teeth, stingers, and even quills. And in case it does get injected with some sort of poison, it can just sleep it off. And if you ask us, that's a literal superpower. And here's another badger one-upping a snake. We know, at this point the snake's the underdog. Now, apart from all the other weapons we've mentioned, another thing that helps the honey badgers is that their brains are pretty big for their body size. They're very intelligent and are actually one of the few non-primate species to use tools. Captive honey badgers can work together to unlock gates and even use rocks, mud, and sticks to escape from enclosures. More often than not, they're actually smarter than their predators, which is obviously a massive plus. Look at us humans, we got to the top of the food chain using nothing but our brains. This intelligence is probably the reason this one came out on top in this triple threat match against a python and a jackal. At the end of this long and drawn-out fight, there was one clear winner. So, what happened was that the badger found the python and managed to grab its jaws. Once this was done, it was dragging the snake to a comfortable place where it could eat it. The jackal just came around because this was a perfect opportunity for it to swoop in and get some free food, but was eventually scared away as well. And finally, let us end today's video with another instance of lions falling short against the most threatening weasels on the planet. As apex predators, most of us would consider the big cats to easily kill pretty much anyone who comes in their path. But that just isn't the case. Here you can see two rattles managing to protect themselves
You're about to run them away, man. Oh, man.
Against a bunch of gigantic lions. We don't know whether it was the scent or the fear of the claws, but it really looks like the lions wanted to get away from the little badgers as soon as possible. So in short, when it comes to the wild, size isn't always everything. Honey badgers 10, big predators 0. And that's all she wrote for today, folks. See y'all next time.
Oh, man, these things look crazy, man. That just goes for show not to go around those things. So I don't know what to tell you. If you do go around there, it's gonna be your butt. So that's on you. So yeah, it's been Mr. Big Shot Bop, and I'm out. Peace.